What's going on, guys, gals? Dallas here, doing a quick lesson on a really cool exercise. This comes from, well, let's start with what it is. So this is going to be an exercise. We're going to be doing this in G major, and it's going to be using your major scale. It's got some country flair because it comes from old Bob Wills tune. So we're going way back to like the 40s here, and like we're talking like OG country. So it's originally from a Bob Wills tune, but I've kind of looped it over just like a surf beat with me just kind of giving it a kind of rhythm over. I'm just doing that over a G major the whole time, just looping it over a G major, just so that we can do this for more. This isn't really putting this into musical context here. This is more in the application of a warm-up exercise. So I like to use this to kind of warm myself up. I do throw this into improvisational sections to kind of get me going sometimes. You know, then I'll start riffing off that. You know, you get what I'm saying there. But point being is that it's more of an exercise, and you know, you can kind of come up with cool stuff out of that. So let's just get into it here. This is gonna be, like I said, over a G major, and this is that's kind of important that it's G major, that I kind of specify that, because you know how much we work out of like Mixolydian flat 7 with the sound. I think we're gonna be sticking more to like a straight major scale in this. Now, when you're in like incorporating this into improv, you can obviously mix and match that kind of stuff. So all right, so let's get into it here. So we've got 7 9 7 on your G, and then 10 9 10 on your D, and then that kind of resolves there back to 7 on your G. So that's, and then you've got 7 9 10 on your D, and then you kind of do that hammer on there, that 9 10 on your A, and then you're going to kind of walk it back up, and that's 7 10 9 10 on your D. Then it repeats itself. But that time, when you get back up to that hammer on your 9 to 10, you're gonna just stop. You're not gonna do so you just don't do that connector. Here, I'm gonna move my phone. you just don't do that connector. There. So the whole in entirety, and let's do it slow, is. So once you get picking it up with speed, you'll definitely use those hammer-ons. You know, you'll start to use it a little more. So this is a really good exercise. I like to use this in a couple of ways. So this is, first of all, as I think I mentioned here, it's from an old 40s country tune here. So we're going way back here in like country lore with this straight major kind of stuff. But what I like to do is use it as kind of a warm-up exercise, because you are incorporate all 4 fingers, and I find that it's hard to find a lot of things that are musical incorporating all 4 fingers to warm up with that don't sound like a warm-up exercise. This actually sounds like music and something you can use. So like, I feel like that gets all your fingers involved, right? And then the second thing I like to do is loop it, and then when I get to the end of the phrase, and then, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I left out the very last phrase here. So guys, after the, so that's the whole thing. It does that twice. then you do that walk up again that we excluded, the 7, 10, 9, 10 on your D, and it's going to resolve to 7 on your G. And when you get there, there's this musical break till it comes back to the 1, okay? So you have a little bit of time to kind of improvise there, and that's where, if I'm warming up with this, I like to start not just incorporating stuff out of my G major box here, but then I'll get into like G mixo and bluesy G stuff, and you know. You know, and find some surrounding stuff and whatnot. So anyway, here's what that kind of sounds like in context. Then improvise here. Here. So here. Here. So anyway, you get the cool. So anyway, you guys get the point there. You can do a couple bars there where you're just, you know, or after a couple bars, should I say, you can start to just kind of throw in your own licks. And this is a really cool way to just kind of warm up and to make it more of a musical way to warm up. So cool. I'm gonna just kind of leave it at that. It's just a cool little warm-up exercise with some major tonality that you can also, when you're doing those in-betweens, mix like using straight major with your like more G mixolydian. You know, mix it. Mix it with that stuff too while you're, you know, in those breaks, and it'll still sound cool. You don't have to keep it all straight major. But I like it because with that major arpeggio mixed in there, you really are using all 4 fingers. So cool. Hope that helps you guys. You know how much I love y'all. Like, subscribe, share. I will see you on the flip. Keep on picking. And yeah, keep on picking. Love y'all. Later.